Welcome, returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Alala Pantera, and as you can see from the title, retracting from all that takes you away from your center. So, this message will be picking up the vibes of Mercury retrograde, and we got a few things to talk about here. All right, now I did pull some messages earlier and they were from the Energy Oracle deck. Okay. And the first card out was a Thinking Man, followed by the Door to Romance and Victory. And I'm seeing this more so as the bigger picture or the gift that you receive through what it is that you decide on during this Mercury retrograde, which will be taking part the entire Taurus season. Okay, so we got the North Node in Taurus, the Sun is in Taurus, Mercury is in Taurus. Then we are approaching Jupiter going into Taurus, but that will be during Gemini season, and Gemini has a lot to do with the information that you are gaining. So let's just put it this way: with this Mercury retrograde, as you see in the title, I have a couple things written here. One of the things that you want to question yourself is the question you would have for yourself during this period would be, what is your priority, right? What is distracting you, and what is worth your time and energy and attention? Okay. Alongside that, there are things that are coming up as far as what may have disrupted your evolution during the time that Uranus was in Taurus through this degrees that Mercury will be in retrograde in the sign of Taurus, which will be Mercury in Taurus 15 degrees to 5 degrees. So that could also be like a heads up for you too. Welcome, Vida. Welcome, my love. Not you going live while I'm going through it. Ashe. I gotta put this work in the love. I got you. Get your workout and have an amazing workout. I love you too. Greetings, sister and intuitive. Welcome, my love. So yeah, we have Mercury retrograde in the sign of Taurus going from 15 degrees to 5 degrees. Now, Uranus was in Taurus in these degrees that we are experiencing the Mercury retrograde. Pay attention to these dates though, because this is a lot of what's been rising up. There's been levels to the handling process, like clearing out the breadcrumbs. I'm seeing that wisdom card, chop wood, where it mentions chopping things down and cleaning it up as you go. Okay. So Uranus and Taurus between 5 and 15 degrees is where you would want to look at as far as what it is that has been disrupting your life. Okay. And it's disruption, like a wake-up call type of thing. So that way you are more focused on what is your priority or what your priorities are. Is distracting you, what deserves your time and energy, because as we know, Taurus is all about value, quality, and it's slow and steady. Also, it's the bull for a reason. You're not gonna make that bull do whatever you want it to do. You know what I'm saying? So there's also this energy of stubbornness too. So as far as the stubbornness that's coming up, it could be where you may have been stubborn with yourself about things that you had to do. So now this is all coming together now. So here we go. The dates when Uranus was in Taurus between 5 and 15 degrees. And obviously there were retrogrades between 2019 and the moment that we're speaking now. And anytime Uranus steps into retrograde, it's in retrograde for about 5 months. So while Uranus is in retrograde, what happens is everything that you've been realizing that's going on in your external world with other people, Uranus having to do or be the ruler of Aquarius, which has to do with social relationships, harmony, the arts, things of that nature, but mainly other people. It's it's one of those things where when it goes retrograde, you're taking everything that you've observed up until that point that it stations retrograde. And now, instead of you rebelling, you're now allowing yourself to kind of like go by the rules or go by the laws. Usually, when Uranus is direct, you doing what you got to do when you want to do it the way you want to do it. Okay. Welcome, Jovi. So, Uranus in Taurus between 5 and 15 degrees, we have June 8th, 2019 to about October 5th, 2019. And by October 5th, 2019, it was already retrograde. It stationed retrograde on August 12th of 2019. Now I'm giving you the dates as far as Uranus in Taurus when it was in the degrees that Mercury in Taurus retrograde will be going over, okay? Because this is what's coming up as far as you really looking at what it is that you value, where you have been valued as well, okay? Then you have, I don't know why I put that there, but oh, okay, so station. So those are those dates. So between June 8th and 2019 to October 5th, 2019. Then you have August 19th, 2021 until January 18th, 2022. And then you have May 5th, 2022 to December 2nd, 2022. And now after that, it was March 13th, 2023. So 6/8/19, October 5th, 2019, 8/19, 2021 to, let's see here. Let's go straight through to 8/19, 2021 to January 18th, 2022, May 5th, 2022 to December 2nd, 2022, and then March 13th, 2023. So those are the dates as far as Uranus and Taurus, and where it would have been like a checkpoint as far as like, okay, now it's time for you to really see while Mercury is in retrograde in the sign of Taurus through those degrees, according to those dates, in connection to those dates, where you have to like really face the reality of what you're worth. Because if, look at it this way, Mercury in Taurus, Sun in Taurus, the support from the Sun in Taurus to really bring to light, those situations where you aren't valued and increase where you are, is really going to help you to expand once Jupiter enters Taurus. Because whatever it is that you value, so whatever decision you make from now, while Mercury is in retrograde, and that's till the 14th of May. So Mercury began the retrograde cycle on the 21st of April up until May 14th. So 21st of April, Taurus 15 degrees, May 14th, 5 degrees of Taurus. Now, if we're looking at this as far as like tarot cards, right? Taurus at 15 degrees is, it'll represent the Six of Pentacles. And Taurus at 5 degrees would be the Five of Pentacles. So you can look at it that way. You can look at it that way, where you have been in a position where you felt like things were being reciprocated, only to really realize that it was the complete opposite. But it's okay. And you know what? As I was breaking down these numbers, because I broke these down as far as the gematria, but the way I broke it down, I included all of the numbers. So 463328 is what I put in the gematria. And it mentioned on that list, I was an angel in grade 2. So, two things happened as I saw that. I said, okay, some of you were surrounded by your guardian angels at a higher intensity around the seventh grade or the age of being in the second grade. Seventh grade could also be significant, of being in the second grade, or this could have something to do with your angelic or um, higher vibration abilities connected to a higher vibration while you went in the womb space. Okay, as far as the sacral being the second chakra. And then it led me to I am here if you want to talk to me. Going back to the message from earlier today about positivity and communication. I am here if you want to talk to me. Then it said, I love girls that own a falcon. So the way I translated that message was thinking of the Nine of Pentacles. As the Nine of Pentacles, the maiden is holding a falcon, right? Which is Venus and Virgo. But Venus and Virgo speaks out someone, the way that they show love is providing service for the one that they care about. You know, if it's say you have Venus and Virgo, you're the type that makes sure that the person's clothes is ironed, they have their dinner, their lunch, things like the bed is made, all this stuff, you know, taking care of the home basically, or taking care of whomever is around, making everyone feel comfortable. Then we have the next value for the gematria 463328. It said domination of the number, and it's a book. Apparently it's a book, and it says Domination of the Number by David Mogliner. Now, I was researching for that book, and it brought me to the philosophy of numbers, a whole different book. And this is why I'm going to mention where it literally brought full circle the first value. I was an angel in grade 2 or an angel in the womb, or perfect angles of light in the womb, until stepping out into the earthly realm and forgetting everything just to relearn it. The game of life, how to play it. I used to cheer for a team named the Falcons when I was in the second grade. Wow. Oh. Welcome, everyone. Mm-hmm. Much love to you. So I'm going to now step into the pages I was guided to look at, and I said, oh, shit. I said, okay. Let me get to it here. Where you at? Right here. It says in philosophy of numbers, started from page 12. Unlike the body, give me a second. Let me make sure I could see what I'm doing here. Unlike the body, the soul will not masquerade and okay. Unlike the body, the soul will not masquerade and will express only the truth, so that when coming to this world, it will be known by its own vibration, which represents the moral strength it has earned in the past. It seeks parents and is born under natural law, holding positions in life from which it wishes to learn some needed lesson. Upon some one point, the parent and child must vibrate together. This must be true, or there will be no point of attraction between them. The child's soul seeks the soul love of the parent. The soul of the parent seeks the soul love of the child. There may be an antagonism upon the physical plane, but the higher self has called them together. The most important point for the child is the time it comes to earth. As it comes of its own accord, it chooses the place it needs, either to gratify its ambition or to work in a limited sphere. Your soul or higher self chose the position in life you are filling or should fill. And there is no vibration or number a soul can choose that is not sufficient for true happiness. Each vibration must be filled acceptably and you will return until you have successfully done your errand. You selected your time of birth when certain constellations or planets were sending forth their own colors. So you selected your own colors through which to make the journey of life and were born in month, day, and year in which the color you desired was in the atmosphere. That is so beautiful. The first objective breath you drew was filled with your own color and their force, and this color should surround you through life. When all its secrets have been revealed to you, it will express itself in vibration of name, thus telling of a journey made in the past, a cycle earned. The child holds within its soul the knowledge of its past experiences, and when a babe, it has almost the same strength of a soul as a grown man. Not until the trinity of body, soul, and spirit are attuned to earth life can the being fully realize what life holds. Now that was another value of the gematria where it said war of the Holy Trinity. Let's continue. The more perfectly an embodiment is adjusted to the earth vibration, the more successfully can it do the work of its higher self. When a name is to be given to a child, it must vibrate to the exact soul growth attained. The soul will not masquerade. The intellect may desire to advance itself, but not until a growth is gained will the soul allow the statement to be made. Thousands of names bear almost the same vibration as a whole, yet have different forms, such as John and Sarah, both at which vibrate to two. Yet one denotes a man and the other a woman, and the vowels are different. So, a child's soul arises at the approach of baptism and silently influences its parents and guardians to a name expressing the vibration of the growth of its higher self. This accounts for the many changes of name even at the altar rail. The name shows the past growth of the individual, and by carefully studying the number vibration, you can catch glimpses of the struggles and victories of the past ages. By studying the birth number vibration of present life, you can see what the individual wishes to gain in this incarnation. When he succeeds either consciously or unconsciously, he will change his name in some way to show the strength of character gained in this life. Some have to work to win, others to repair weak points, to do over work improperly done in the past. If we believe the soul had its beginning in this present body, we will have to believe in its end. We are one with the divine, have lived always, and will live forever. This theory explains many things otherwise inexplicable. One man rides in a rubber-tired coach with a footman sitting behind with folded arms, showing submission to his fellow man. Another with black skin bears the burden of his race, while beside him walks one with the bearing and power of a king. All these are but souls seeking growth in every phase of life, through every aspect of experience. That's how pivotal this moment that we're in as a collective, with all these shifts that occurred 18 to damn near 3,000 years ago, and you're here. You know what I'm saying? So, mm, hmm, wow. Chapter 2, I'm just going to read that line. When the individual has successfully passed the limited vibrations, those under 8, and has entered the free vibrations, it includes 8 again, 9, 22, 11. His journeys through the events of earth are nearing an end. After this, he usually comes as a helper to those who are bearing strong numbers. Yo, I could sit here and read this entire book with But yo, philosophy of numbers is what it's called. And this just popped through as I was looking for a whole nother book. Then I continued through the list of gematria that had to do with the thinking man, daughter romance, and victory. So here's the thing about this energy too. Let me go back. As far as the lexicon is concerned, 46, the thinking man, has to do with someone who is strong and mighty. And these words are used only to describe God. Then we have 33, which reflects, my father is help. Now, father, if we're looking at the physiology of the human body, right? Father would be the pineal gland, okay? And mother will be the pituitary. So the pineal gland is showing up here twice in both of these messages. This card, door to romance, my father is help. What's going to help you to walk through this door to romance is the vision that you are receiving from the pineal gland as you're going through this reset, this purge through Mercury retrograde Taurus. Then you have victory. So these cards are literally showing a bigger picture. Victory 28 speaks of my father knows. I know Aquarius frequency. So there's a lot that you may have hidden from yourself or has been hidden from you. But as you energetically go through this Mercury retrograde in Taurus from 15 to 5 degrees, is going to bring up a lot of different situations or scenarios where you're able to gain clarity about what to have as a priority. And when we're speaking of what's a priority, like you're really at this point where it's what you value, regardless of what anyone thinks about what your values are. Okay. So the first thing that showed up prior to me looking at the values in the gematria of this number together, 463328, we have for the gematria of these numbers, it came up to 2310, 1986, 331. 2310, 1986, and 331 are basically saying, given the same energy as far as shutting out any type of rejection or emotional memories where you may have felt rejected. But it was more so a form of protection. Welcome, beloved. So 2310 says rejected, forbearing, transient, fleeting, lacking. 1986, to smite, strike, hammer, strike down. And 331, to shut, shut up, or close. So this is what's going to be happening with this Mercury retrograde in Taurus. You're going to be shutting out a lot of things that only God can let me know if this is something that you are resonating with energetically, as far as like what you are completing, shutting things down on. You know what I'm saying? Especially as of 2019, because you're going to be revisiting so many different scenarios or energetic signatures from 2019 during this Mercury retrograde. You know what I mean? So and the other values in gematria for this message here, 463328, everything you imagine is real. Understand and overstand, beloved. For most of you, or for all of you, let's just put it for all of you. So what does your mom do next? What does your mom do next? Even if you have a mother that has transitioned, someone may do something that reminds you of her, or she may pull through in your dream state. Pay attention to what your mom does next. Because just as we were reading in that passage, okay, let's pull it back up here. this book is amazing. It says here the most important point for the child is the time it comes to earth. 1. Let's see here. Where was that? It seeks parents and is born under natural law, holding positions in life from which it wishes to learn some needed lessons. There's so many things that you may have been experiencing that is not necessarily connected to you overcoming a challenge, depending on your perception or your emotions connected to certain memories. Okay. This is why if you are, getting a personal reading or whatever it may be with me, we're going to get to the bottom of questions that people may not ask you, or you may not ask yourself, or you may have asked yourself, but in the same token, you're not trusting the conversation you're having with yourself that's actually seeing you through to the breakthrough. Okay. So it's very important at this time to be honest with yourself. Don't worry about what's going on around you. Just feel what you feel and be honest with yourself, and ask yourself if there's something that is confusing or you feel like you're at a battle with. Dive deeper into that and really ask yourself questions. Why? Where did this come from? Where did this way of me responding to situations come from? Is this truly me, or is this something I've learned that I must unlearn? Okay. Another scenario would be, because the other message that was coming through from source that I was having a conversation with, so I was like, wait a minute, this whole thing about tough love is something serious out here when it comes to humanity, and that it actually makes sense to people. Tough love. So yeah, of course, you guys should know better by now. You already know the vibes. I definitely have to get into that word a little bit more here. Okay. Let me go to the etymology, okay, of love. Starts with feeling of love, romantic sexual attraction. And right then and there, so if you're saying tough love, then you're also saying tough romantic sexual attraction. And that shit don't make sense. Do it. Anyway. Because it also connects to the word joy, praise. These are all things, words of expression that have to do with liberation. And then it continues to say, for love, the weakened sense of love is liking. Something to pay attention to now. Something to pay attention to. We have a tendency to like this and like that. But now you're being asked, what do you love? And are you doing things that you love? Because in most cases, where you're unable to do what you love is because you're more focused on doing what you have to do while in a state of hope, because that hope is putting you in a state to do things that you have to do, not what you want to do. Granted, yes, when you want to do it, that means you have to put your foot forward and do it and have to do it. But that syntax definitely change. It's like the dog bit Sam and Sam bit the dog. Those are two different scenarios. Okay, so thank you, beloved Daphne, my dear, for your energy exchange, my love. Blessings, infinite blessings, 1,000-fold to you, honey, okay? So with love, the numbers that came through for the gematria was 775, 324, and 54. 775 is equivalent to providential regeneration. Providential having to do with foresight by divine interposition. 775 also has to do with the realm of astrology. And of course, it's Source took me through a quick rabbit hole with that one. Because in looking and researching the definition of it, astro having to do with the star, and ology or logos having to do with reasons. So behind every logo, there's a reason why you are attracted to go towards it. 9/11 right now. And it says here that astrology, metaphysically speaking, the belief in man that his good depends wholly on something outside himself. Now, wholly, it's spelled WHOLLY in this definition. And immediately, why Source took me through that rabbit hole, it's not the outside of self that you hear in religion disregarding the God within. Because in order to tap into this type of frequency, you have to first recognize it within you through patterns. 324, satrap, which has to do with being a writer, a scribe, a governor, enumerator, military scribe. That's the other number connected to love. And it immediately gave me the vibe just now, Soldier of Love, Sade. And then it said 54, Abiathar, which is equivalent to my father is great. And again, father connecting to the pineal gland, as it has to do with the divine masculine, and the pituitary having to do with the divine feminine. When we're speaking of the land of milk and honey, the land of milk and honey is the pituitary and the pineal gland, respectively. Okay. It says here, as far as the meaning here of Abiathar, my father is great, it has to do with the belief, 12th house Pisces Neptune energy, going beyond what's seen into the unseen, the belief of abundant good or greatness comes from the recognition of God as Father. Yes, because the heavens is sitting right in your dome space. That's where heaven is, right? So if we're looking deeper into this as far as the Bible is concerned, if you really want to know more about your pineal gland, Peter. Check more into Peter, as Peter has to do with faith. Matthew and Thomas also. Matthew has to do with willpower, and Thomas has to do with understanding. And ideally enough, Thomas and understanding is connected to the cerebrum. Which is where you have your pineal gland and your pituitary glands and everything else. The cerebellum is in there too. So, not putting you in biology class right now, but that was just like the breakdown of that. I said, well, if love is tough, then all these other things aren't really love, because like it says here, right? Love has to do with the following words: romantic sexual attraction or sexual attraction, affection, okay? The love of God, the love of oneself. This is why it's important. It's so underestimated as far as being yourself or not being so hard on yourself, and what that actually means. Because the harder you are on yourself, the less love you are connecting to from your godly essence. Love also connects to joy, care, desire. Let's see what else it says here. But that was mainly what I was looking at. And I was just like, yo, we really gotta be mindful of what we're saying. And gratefully enough, this is why Mercury retrograde in Taurus and everything else going on with it is a real MVP right now. It's the real MVP right now. But just to give you a little breakdown here, the cerebrum, it initiates and coordinates movement and regulates temperature. It enables speech, judgment, thinking and reasoning, problem solving, emotions and learning. And it also enables your vision, hearing, touch, and other senses. So the cerebrum is once you understand yourself, you understand the power that you have of self with the body. But yeah, let's go into. I just got a taste for champagne, bro. Okay, that's cool. Celebrate then. I hear you. Let me see what else was coming through here. Mercury retrograde in Taurus will also be helping you to calm down whatever comes up during this eclipse season, because Jupiter will go retrograde at the end of the year, which will be going retrograde through the same degree. So 155, 515, 551, those numbers are highly significant as a reminder as to, like, okay, what is a priority? What is worth your time? So you could experience something prior to or after a situation where you're being reminded through the numbers 155, 551, 515. What is your priority? What is worth your time and energy and attention? And what is a distraction? Okay. But let's get some more messages, shall we? Now that we caught up, right? Now, this thinking man here could be a teacher or someone who is coming to assist you on your spiritual journey, or even having something to do with business. But on another note, this could be someone who is attracted to you when it comes to one on one partnerships of love and divine union, as we do have door to romance with victory. You know what? Let me clarify these. Clarify the thinking man here. That was another message from the Gematria, greatest romance or love story of the universe. There's a lot that's shifting, but for whatever it is that you are leaving behind, there's something else that's coming in. Okay. So, yeah. 10:33, 1:33. My ear definitely rang today around 1:33. And I was watching something, and what I caught from that was the word grace. Okay. What's the thinking man? Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands here, so somebody could be helping you with the move or move you want to make, as far as like location, work, love, or just simply an idea. But this Knight of Wands is also Sagittarius energy. Someone could be coming in to help you with higher levels of education, travel. And then we got the Knight of Cups. Wow. But they're going in different directions here. What in the... Okay. This is mutable energy. So this is a magical event that's happening with this thinking man. Left. So let's say... Okay. There's just so much that came in just now. Boy. I'm going to give it to you the way my subconscious works in this reality. Knight of Wands is going towards the left. I'll know if this is the decision I'm supposed to make because I'll feel something on my right side of the body. When it comes to trusting my intuition and it's saying yes, with this Knight of Cups going towards the right, something will go off on the left side of my body. That's one instance, okay? Then we have, let's just say, practically speaking, the fire sign has the logic to the matter. The Pisces has the spiritual. But I'm also hearing the word welding with this fire energy. Let me grab another deck here just to clarify. And then we got all the mutable signs are here now. Well, not all of them, but that's 3 of them. Speaking of information and the logic, the Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords are going in the same direction, and they're polar opposite. The only one that's missing here, it's Virgo, Knight of Pentacles. Service, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, service, self-help, helping yourself. This has to do with asking for help then. Okay, hold on. Overall, what are you guiding them to do? Based off the message of the thinking man, because the thinking man, 46, is also strong and mighty. God. I mean, God mode active, for sure. 9:22 right now on the clock. Okay. What are you guiding them to do overall, as far as the thinking man? That's what I think it is. Yeah, it is. Blue Jay. You're being guided to be aware of synchronicities in your life. That 155551515. To be aware of synchronicities of your life, in your life. You are entering a time of intellectual and spiritual growth. New truths are forming each day. Be fearless. Trust your gut. Be your authentic self. And that was the other message that came through, that tough love is identical to fear, false evidence appearing real. The truth is right in front of you. Love. There's nothing tough about it. As far as it being identical to fear, false evidence appearing real is making something up that isn't there, or it's there but not trusting that it's there. And it's right in front of you. It's like it's no longer hidden in plain sight. Trust your gut, be your authentic self, take inspired action, and what you desire will come to fruition. Be assertive, daring, and connect to your universal wisdom. This house is significant. You could be on the road, right? Driving, and it almost gives like an old library feel type of thing. Some of you are being protected by a blue jay totem. Like that is your spirit animal. So the blue jay comes around because blue jays, they don't play. Blue jays do not play. It was just 4407. 407 is definitely connected to a Messiah. Give me 1 second. Welcome everyone. I see y'all. I'm just giving these messages right now, okay? I got y'all. Blue jay symbolizes comprehension, bold expression, communication, protection, faithfulness, devotion, awareness, respect, loyalty, intuition, and trickery. The blue jays are intelligent and fearless protectors who stand their ground in the face of imminent danger. Yeah, that's why I say they don't play. It also relates to everything from strength to confidence to communication, depending on the context in which you see them. For some, these birds have a reputation of being loud, aggressive, and mean. However, certain cultures see them as a amazing symbol of great things to come. When things line up, when the energetic signatures line up for great things to come, blue jays are around. So let's break this down then. Let's see what's coming through here. Because the way this energy is coming through is very easy. That's a message. It's easy for me to pick it up as far as like, oh, this could be a possible third party situation where someone has to choose between two. No, we're moving beyond that. Shouldn't even be in a situation where that is occurring in your energetic signature at all. Not here to compete with anyone. Knight of Wands, again with the Six of Wands. So Knight of Wands, you're first. Clarify the Knight of Wands here. I just heard be bold. King of Swords. So the Knight of Wands does have the logical aspect of it. Knows. Wait, my father knows. What that say? What was that? Hold on. My father knows. 28. 28 is here. Victory. You know you're going to be victorious, but you also know what's going on based on what you can see. You're being asked to focus on what you manifest, not what has already manifested. Work, you know the work you have to put in or what you have to change as far as work. Trust your gut. Be your authentic self. Knight of Swords, you may have had sleepless nights. Some of you got a big decision to make. Take your time though. But when the opportunity presents itself, taking your time is not something that you are having a dialogue with yourself with about. The opportunity presented itself in that moment. So just because it's Mercury retrograde, don't tell yourself, well, I'm not going to take it because it's Mercury. No, Mercury retrograde is basically, if the only thing what I would say be mindful of when it comes to Mercury retrograde is a delay in communication or glitches in technology type of thing. But when it comes to something you want to do and it comes around your Mercury retrograde, go for it. Because that is the best time to test something out. Just to see if this is something you will do once it goes direct. Okay. With the Nine of Swords here, Mars in Gemini. Passionate about what you say. Passionate about what you said or say, but is given the vibe that it hasn't been said with the thinking man. Nine of Cups. Okay, so let me 9-9. Okay, what is the Knight of Cups here? And I'm gonna put this together right now. Hold up. No more holding on. No more holding on. What's the Knight of Cups? The Knight of Cups. So It's the same person. It's not two different people. This is slowing down, thinking things through. What do you truly value? What do you want to expand? Has a lot to do with what you're believing in. Because with the Eight of Wands clarifying this Knight of Cups, this communication coming in, they're all going in the same direction here. So the thinking man, Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Wands are all going in the same direction. Let me give you the details here about this thinking man. The affirmation is, I am willing to learn new things. It is safe and comfortable for me to open up and share. The thinking man is a male of wisdom or understanding, Thomas, which is, hold up, let's put these pieces together. Let's see here. The cerebrum. Okay. This card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He is a thoughtful and reflective man, representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life now, or about to arrive soon. Very soon. Because Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands, that's quick. Eight of Wands is Mercury, Sag. Okay. This person may be there to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional pursuits. The card is telling you to pay attention, for this could lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. This energy here that's coming in for you all represents strong, mighty, number 46. Words used to describe God. This man may also be a love interest coming your way, or perhaps just a new male friend, or someone that you consider part of your soul tribe. But be on the lookout for this guide in the physical world and be open to his information. Learn what you can. A new discipline, technique, course of study, or healing practice could change your life forever. And that's just given like a strong Robin Hood vibes to the way he's dressed. Let's get some more cards here. Why am I smelling Love Spell? Remember sent Love Spell 5333, Love Spell. All I know is that I've been lately, when I'm just, handling my errands and stuff like that, 5353, 88, I've been encountering or coming across a lot of spiritual masculines. Usually they keep that to themselves. But I'm noticing them or crossing paths with them where they're talking to someone else about their spiritual journey or the angels that they connect to, whether they are connected to the Orisha, Santeria, Mayombe, all listen. It's getting real out there. But that's for a later story. Look at that, 6 of coins right here. Representing 10 to 19 degrees of Taurus. Anywhere you have 5 to 15 degrees Taurus, you're going to be feeling this Mercury retrograde on a personal level. And also those of you who are earth signs and fixed signs, 5 to 15 degrees, you're going to be feeling this on a personal level, this shift. Okay. And I feel like that's the majority of the collective anyway, you know. That's two Mercury cards. No, Six of Pentacles is Moon, Venus. Let me see what else is coming through here. So this King of Swords, this King of Swords embodies Sagittarius, Pisces energy. So this could be a placement of an Aquarius, 11, 23 degrees. As far as Sagittarius energy, they could be an Aquarius, 9, 21 degrees. If this is a Pisces energy, Aquarius at 12 or 24 degrees. So Aquarius carrying Sagittarius signature, 9 degrees, 5 of Swords, difficult conversation. King of Swords, Sagittarius energy, 21 degrees. That's the 7 of Swords, Moon in Aquarius. 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords is deceptive energy. Some of you are aware of this. You've had sleepless nights about this, and this is where you have to now ask yourself, is this part of my priority? If not, let it go. Aquarius with the Pisces energy at 12 degrees, we're looking at what's already here, 9 of Cups. Aquarius with a Pisces degree, 24. No, excuse me. Aquarius 12 degrees would be 6 of Swords. Aquarius 24 degrees would be 7 of Swords. So moving away from the deception. So the Aquarius with the Pisces energy, highly intuitive, emotionally intelligent, could be the one that is, aware of your feelings. But the Aquarius with that Sag energy may be similar, but they're much more passionate about what they do or say. But it's looking like you're connecting here with an Aquarius that carries a Pisces signature. That's highly specific. And there goes this Knight of Wands again. What is going on here? What is this? It is Ace of Wands. Okay, there's that. This is excitement. This is a new invention for some of you. An awakening, starting anew because of this awakening or reawakening due to personal growth, fortune, spiritual balance, a rebirth, connecting with your soul tribe, or meeting this person that connects you with your soul tribe. 3 of Cups. There is certainly a reunion of souls I'm getting here. A reunion with those who can communicate their feelings and not afraid to express their feelings. This could be that masculine energy that's coming through here. At the top of the deck, we got, the Knight of Cups. Yo, okay. So it's definitely an Aquarius, Aquarius energy between 10 and 29 degrees. Anything before that, for some of you, certain people's charts, you're questioning about, what's a distraction. What I'm picking up from this energy for you to know, if it's Aquarius prior to with 9 degrees and lower, then this could be exactly what it is that you are freeing yourself from. And when you do, the door to actual love and romance of a lifetime approaches you. because there's something here about your value. And granted, we are in Taurus season, quality over quantity. With the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups, some of you could really be reunited with the Pisces that has Aquarius energy. So that would be someone who may have a dominant Jupiter, dominant Mars in their natal chart. But let's look at the door to romance. Listen, whoever that message is for, that this thing here feel personal. This thing here feel personal. It must be them. You got the Chariot coming out here, the Moon's energy, Cancerian energy, number 7. And then Justice. Okay, hold on here now. Hold your horses, baby. Literally. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Because the way this here going, I'm going to look through the chat once I'm done because I don't want to miss the message. It's the way my attention span is set up right now. Temperance. What the fuck is happening? This is amazing. I'm just saying. You've been putting a lot of work in when it came to your gift of alchemy, first and foremost. Okay? Okay? And with that, let's look at 33. What's at the bottom? Ace of 2 times. Appearing 2 times. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's go for a swim. You definitely are leaving. Once you leave whatever you must leave behind that disrupts your evolution, voila. New beginnings in love is the door to romance. Whether you're looking for a new relationship or just more love in the relationship you're in, this door with the heart opens onto a new beginning in your experience. And just tie all this energy into what we were reading in the philosophy of numbers and the purpose of the soul and why you're here. Okay, let's continue. A new love may be arriving. Again, confirming this thinking man because it also expresses a love interest or commitment rather. A new love may be arriving and you are being brought together by a strong, resonant connection. This may be a call from a past life. Your ancestors are bringing this in. Okay. This may be a call from a past life, or it may be a new tenderness about to bloom into heartfelt affection. This relationship already exists in energetic potential. So when this card appears in your spread, make sure you are projecting the kind of self-loving energy that you want to receive from others. Be aware that the universe returns your self-caring treatment to you. It's ready to open that door. Are you? The affirmation. As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. One more time. As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. Now, for this to be clarified by the Chariot and Temperance, what is showing me is 2. You got 2 Sphinx here and 2 cups. This is a connection from ancient times that is coming your way. And this is what I mean about cycles that are coming to a close so that way this newness can come in. Okay. There's a lot of ancient Egypt, ancient Kemet that's coming through this, or just ancient mythology. Some of you are literally living out mythologies. You're literally living them out. A lot of these myths that are written are your story. Going back to, a lot of you have information that has yet to be written. The same way I'm searching for one book and then that one comes up. Philosophy of numbers. Trust where you're guided to go, but you must slow down. Not stop, slow down. Because the answers you're seeking, collective, is going to come through a very still voice, your inner voice. It's very still and very soft, because when you think of Taurus, you think of the Empress, the nurturing aspect. So nurturing that she's able to be nurturing to all 12 signs, or her crown holds all zodiac energy. Let's clarify this, because the Ace of Wands is right here at the bottom of the deck. And then we got, all right. So right now you could be feeling like shit. Don't know what to do, why this is happening. But a soul having a human experience, this is how victory comes in. It's not sacrificing one for another. It's just change, It's just change. Let's clarify this. What is the Chariot? Some of you may have been feeling a lot of pressure here at the base of your head. That medulla oblongata, which has a link to your lower mind, your root, sacral, and solar plexus. So that could be the electricity or the energetic shift that is happening right now. It's like your body's new to this. Your body is new to this. What the soul mission is. Like actually living it out now. It's like you've been in training season. But now you're living it out. What you've been training for. Show me the Chariot. Four of Swords. Jupiter and Libra. And when we speak of Jupiter, this is also the pituitary gland that we speak of. The milk. The milk. The magnetic field. The magnetic field. You're attracting a very deep truth that feels like a transformation or an ending, something you have to put to rest. But this is where your ancestors are coming through here. Because this is Cancer, right? Which has to do with your ancestors, the root of it all. Speaking of the womb space, an angel in the womb, Queen of Cups, Cancer again. Show me this. Wow. Fell right on top of the Knight of Cups. We got the 10 of Cups and the King of Coins. You've grown a lot through confrontation. That was the work that you put in, because in order for this chariot to move, you have to steer it. You have to drive the chariot. You are the one in control of that chariot. You are the one in control of your feelings. And here we have the Mars in Pisces energy. So that's Pisces 20 to 29 degrees. And then we have Nine of Cups coming out again. So Taurus, Aquarius, this may certainly resonate with you if you have Taurus between 5 and 15 degrees, or just where Mercury retrograde right now is in your chart, by finding where that point is of 15 degrees. The area of your life will be the house that it lands in. Because it's saying relax. Relaxing is going to get you to where you have to get to effortlessly. What's 49 in this energy deck? It's not out here, but because these are two Jupiter cards, Libra and Pisces. Libra is balance, Pisces is belief. Do you have the belief of harmony? Or are you connected to something else that takes you away from your center? What's 49? Let's say, is there one? Yeah. And it's the angel of love. Tender connections. From all this work that you've been putting in, now you're able to rest. It says here, let me see, back to the word tenderness too. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward. And the compassion that you demonstrate toward yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. If you're looking for new love or aligning with new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach. Yeah, this is a strong, solid love message. I'm going to pull some love cards, but I want to clarify this thing here a little bit more. What's this Four of Swords about? Where my other cards at? You know what? I'm just going to go right here. What's this Four of Swords about? Taurus could be significant with the King of Coins. Once again, Jupiter in Pisces, Nine of Cups, Jupiter in Libra, Four of Swords. What's expanding is the degree of balance. What's expanding is the reality you attract based on your belief. Four of Swords, exhaustion. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you've been putting in that work, like we said. And we have the Two of Swords here. A lot of confusion around you, a lot of ups and downs, very high highs and very low lows, exhausted from that. Now you're just like, you're being asked to really just stop. For some of you, this means just stop and just breathe. Just stop and breathe. And just focus on right now. Not what's coming, not the past. Stop, breathe, and focus on being here right now. Okay? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Coming up here, which is the counterpart here of this King of Coins. And then we have the Emperor, which is at the top of the deck here. Yeah, let me see what's under this. Hold on. Page of Wands. Because after Four of Swords, we know it's the Five of Swords, which is the battle. But with the Four of Swords being clarified by exhaustion and the Queen of Pentacles, there is no battle coming up after this rest period. I feel like some of you have been through so much healing resting and work, and a part of that work had to do with protecting yourself, and you've never really experienced the joy that came with um, no longer being a victim to, psychic attacks type of thing. Queen of Wands and guidance. Some of you could be receiving assistance to calm yourself down from all of this stress here. Seven of Wands, helping you with the boundaries that you have to set. We got the Queen of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So if you're a Libra, you could be, this thinking man energy could embody the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Aries. That's going to help guide you through how to, work this out effortlessly and not have to work so hard, but work smarter. And the moment you let this stress go about whatever this project is that you're working on, this could be the project of yourself. Once you calm down and once you let the stress go, and letting the stress go means that you're not too far out as far as like what's happening next, or too far behind as far as like, the past. You're here right now. And in that moment, you're able to move forward. It's like you want to drive, but you still got the car on park type of thing. So the moment you put it into drive, now you notice that you're moving forward. Okay. Let's see. What's the temperance energy? Whoosh. Yeah. Yes. As I split the deck, we got justice. There goes the harmony, the growth and confrontation, the balance. And the balance comes when you realize who you are. Polar opposite of Libra, Aries. And knowing who you are, my father knows you have to connect to your first eye that we call the third eye, which holds what it is that you want to manifest. Because the lower mind, the root, the sacrum, the solar plexus is really connected to what's already in front of you. Figuratively speaking. Temperance. What is temperance here for the collective? Show me temperance. Okay. Wow. The divine is stepping in. No matter how stuck you may feel right now, how unsure you may be, that's the beauty of Mercury retrograde. Is going to show you where the value is. It's literally going to slow everything down. It's like you're like Lucy right now, for real, for real. Then look at her, Queen of Coins. Capricorn, Taurus. Using what you value. Put in what you value to use. In authority. The Wheel of Fortune speaks of fated events. Karma. Completion. Aquarius is definitely significant. This is what I mean. Oh, shit. Yeah, the divine is stepping in this moment of rest that you're having right now as you align yourself with your your personal core values that's leading you into a space of wish fulfillment. And it's literally coming in to assist you with the Five of Swords. Just like I said before this, like the Four of Swords right after that's the Five of Swords. But it was already clarified by the Exhaustion card and the Queen of Pentacles. So there's definitely there's a cardinal energy that's going to help you to get moving cardinal, or look to see where you have cardinal energy in your chart. Or this could be where you have fixed signs between 5 and 15 degrees, or earth signs between 5 and 15 degrees, Capricorn being one of them. And it could be in the house of a cardinal sign. So that will be first. As far as Mercury retrograde, this will resonate with you deeply. If it's in the first house, First house, fourth house, seventh, and 10th. As far as the earth signs, you have 10 for Capricorn, second for Taurus, sixth house for Virgo. The only thing that's been missing out of this was Virgo. Still paying attention to that though. Let me see. That could be the key. Now we got the 7 of Swords. Your Aquarius is highly significant. 5 of Swords, that's 0 to 9 degrees, Aquarius. 7 of Swords is 20 to 29 degrees. So, as far as the